In the last class, we have discussed voltage source and current source. In voltage source, this is the positive terminal. This will be negative terminal. Always current flows from negative to positive terminal. Okay. And in the current source, arrow is represented in the direction, in the upward direction. Why means current flows from negative to positive terminal. Today we'll see the problems using current sources also in nodal analysis. In nodal analysis, until now we have not used the current source. So by using current source also, how to solve the problems in nodal analysis, we will see today. See here. Determine node voltage and branch currents using nodal analysis. Determine node voltage and branch currents and branch currents using nodal analysis. Draw the circuit. Determine node voltage and branch currents using nodal analysis. Okay, how many nodes are there in the circuit? How many nodes?
3 nodes.
3. No. See here, there is only one node. Suppose if we take this one, this connected here, this connected here, this connected here, this connected. There is only one node. There is only one node in your circuit. Single node is there. Suppose if we are having resistance there, now how many nodes are there? Suppose if I keep resistance there, how many nodes are there? How many nodes? There will be two nodes. Suppose if resistance is connected here, some resistance. Here this is one node, this is another node. This is connected here. This is connected here. But this is not connected here. This is connected here only. And this is connected here, this is connected here. Here, if you place resistance here, there will be two nodes. But if there is no resistance here, all are connected to single point. This is connected here, this is connected here, this is connected here, this is connected here. Here the entire line is short circuited. Nothing is there in this line. See here, nothing is there in this line. All are short circuited. Suppose if I connect resistance here, then also two nodes will be there. 1, 2, 3 branches are connected to this. 1, 2, 3 here. But this is not connected here. This is not connected here. Okay, this is another part is 1, 2 are connected. Okay. So if there is no resistance here, all are connected to single point. All are connected to single point. If anybody is having doubt, you can ask me in this. Okay, see here. Now let us assume there is only single node. How many branches are connected to this node? How many branches are connected to that node?
5.
5 branches. 5 branches are connected. Let us take voltage at this node is V1. This is one branch. Assume all the currents are leaving from the node point. 5 branches are connected. Let us assume all the currents are leaving from the node point for determining node voltage. Forget about the current directions given in the problem. Determining the node voltage, our assumption is all the currents are leaving from the node point. Now here, first I am taking this arrow, first branch. This arrow is moving outside. Outside means plus. What is the current in this branch? What is the current in that branch? How much?
V1 by 3.
No, that is not resistance. Directly they are giving current here. If you want current equal to V by R, 3, but minus 3 ampere. Why minus 3? See, this current is coming towards the node point, but our assumption is it is
Plus
moving.
to minus.
Since this arrow and this arrow are opposite, we are taking minus 3. For this arrow, I am taking plus. Okay, but this arrow, this current is coming towards the node. It is coming towards the node minus. But our assumption is leaving from the node. Both are opposite. Now, in this branch is connected between this node and this node. This branch is over now. Now come to this. I is equal to V by R. What is the voltage here? V1 minus 0. The arrow is like this. Our assumption. V1 is at higher potential, 0 is at the lower potential. V1 minus 0 by, what is the resistance in this branch? What is the resistance in this branch? 2 ohms. This is your current, this arrow. But in the first case, they are giving directly current. I am writing the current. Okay, this is the current. Now, this current is equal to V1 by 2. That is plus V1 minus 0 by 2. Why I am taking plus means this is moving outside from the node. If current is leaving from the node, we have to take plus here. V1 minus 0 by 2. Voltage divided by resistance is current. First one directly they are giving current. There is no necessity of voltage and resistance. There is no voltage and resistance in this. Directly current is there. This current I am writing. This arrow completed. Now this arrow is completed. Now come to this arrow. This arrow is moving like this from V1 to 0. But what we write V1
minus 4
Minus
minus
4 minus 0.
by 3
V1 minus 4 minus 0
minus
by
0 by 3
3 plus. In the next case, this arrow. What it write?
V1 minus 0 by 5.
V1 minus 0 by 5. Last one.
6
What is the current in this?
6 down
6
Plus 6 or minus 6?
plus 6 plus 6.
Plus 6. See here, this current is leaving, this current is also leaving. Both are leaving from the node point. Both are leaving, we take plus. But here you see, this current is entering into the node. That's why I have taken minus. But this is plus 6. Algebraic sum of all the currents leading at a node point is equal to 0. We have applied KCL here. We have added all the currents. This is the current, this is current, voltage by resistance is current, voltage by resistance is current, voltage by resistance is current. We have added all the currents. 5 branches are there, 5 currents will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now we'll determine node voltage. Now simplify this, we'll get V1. 4 by 3 is 1.33. 4 by 3 is 1.33. Now we'll get V1 if we simplify this node voltage. Tell me the value of V1.
minus 1.61.
Minus 1.61.
6
This is your node voltage. Now we'll determine the currents. In the problem, he is asking us to determine node voltage. Your first step is you have determined node voltage by considering all the currents are leaving from the node point. Now we'll go to the actual direction of current in the branches. See I1. How I1 is flowing? From 0 to V1. 0 is a higher potential, V1 lower, because arrow is in this direction. What will write I1?
0 minus V1 by 2.
0 minus V1 by 2. V1 will go. Okay. Similarly, I2. I2 what will write? It is flowing from 0 to V1. What will I write?
0 plus 4 minus V1.
0 plus 4 minus V1 by 3. I3.
V1 minus 0 by 5.
V1 minus 0 by 5. So if you know V1, you can calculate I1, I2 and I2. In this way, you will determine the node voltage and branch currents. Right on? If anybody is having any doubt, you can ask. Now we'll go to the next problem. Determine node voltage and branch currents. How many nodes are there?
Two nodes.
One.
Two nodes.
No, one node is there. See here. I am taking this node here. I can join here, 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 here. Okay. This is connected here. This branch. This is the branch. This branch is connected here. And we can connect this branch also. Suppose what you have said is this 4 ohms can be connected here. No problem. Because this is one branch. This is the same branch. Both are in series. Suppose instead of 4 ohms here, if I connect the 4 ohms here, then 2 nodes will be there. If 4 ohms here is here, there is only one node. If 4 ohms is here, we can connect only this branch, and this branch to this point. I can't connect this here. 4 ohms is here. Then you'll get 2 nodes. Then you'll get 2 nodes. Suppose if this 4 ohms is here, there is only one node. There is only one node is there. Okay. If 4 ohms is here, we'll get 2 nodes. If 4 ohms, because this is one branch, this is the last branch. See, this 4 ohms I can connect here also. But because 4 and 6 are in series, then there is only one node. Suppose if this 4 ohms is connected here or here, there will be 2 nodes. There will be 2 nodes. Now see here how we can connect this. I can connect this here, 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 here I can connect. Suppose if this 4 ohms is not here, here if it is there, this is one node, this will be another node. Same 4 ohms is here also. This is one node, this will be another node. There will be 2 nodes. Now there is only one node. V1 is the node voltage. That's why I have taken this example. Don't get confused because this is one branch. If the 4 ohms is here, then you get this 2 nodes here. Suppose if the 4 nodes is here, we get 2 nodes. This is one node, this is another node. Since the last branch both are in series, okay, this is only one node, one branch. How many branch? Any doubt in this? You can ask me.
No.
Okay. See here, one branch, second, third, fourth, 5 branches are there. Now I will write the case here. In the first one, what is the current?
-7.
Minus
Why means current is entering into the node. Our assumption is outwards. Both are outward. That's why minus. Next one is V1 minus 0 by 2 plus V1 minus 3 by V1 minus 0 by 3. What is this current?
-8.
-8.
Minus 8. Next one.
Then -6 by 4.
V1 minus 6 minus 0 by 4. If you simplify this, we will get V1. Next, what is I1? Here I have not given I1. Let us take the I1 here. I2. I2. Now, what is I1? Tell me what is I1?
-V1 by 2.
Okay, minus V1 by 2.
V1 by 3.
I2 is equal to V1 by 3.
Then -6 by 2.
V1 minus 6 by 4. That's all about the problem. Very simple problem. Once if you know V1, we can determine I1, I2, I3. Mainly we should know how to determine the node. If you know the number of nodes, it will be very easy. If there is only one node, we will get one nodal equation. If there are 2 nodes, we will get 2 nodal equations. If there are 3 nodes, we will get 3 nodal equations. Since we are having only one node, I am writing only one nodal equation. We will get V1. If there are 2 nodes, 2 equations we will get. We can determine V1 and V2 by solving. Right on. We should know the procedure. Then we can solve any type of problem. Okay, we'll go to the next problem. Determine the current I using mesh analysis and nodal analysis. Determine the current I using mesh analysis and nodal analysis. Determine the current I using mesh analysis and nodal analysis. Determine the current I using mesh analysis and nodal analysis.
Once again, repeat questions.
Determine the current I. Determine the current I using mesh analysis and nodal analysis. By both the methods, we have to determine current I. Okay. Determine the current I using mesh analysis and nodal analysis. Okay, first I will go for the mesh analysis. In mesh analysis, what are the methods we have discussed?
Maxwell equation.
Maxwell's and matrix.
Maxwell's method and Kramer's method, that is matrix method. I can take any method now. I will take the Kramer's method, matrix method. See here, they are asking us to determine the current I, not in the loop, in the branch. He is asking us to determine the current in this middle branch. Now they have not given me directions, loop directions. I will assume the directions. I can assume like this, or in the reverse also I can assume. This arrow can be in the reverse also, no problem. Here also. Here also you can assume. Let us take this is I. In loop currents I am assuming. I can assume in the reverse direction also. Because they have not given any directions. I1 and I2. They are asking only I. So I am assuming the current directions. I1 and I2. Okay. First I will determine I1 and I2 using matrix method. 2 by 2 matrix because two loops are there. This is 2 by 2 matrix. Your resistance matrix is 2 by 2 matrix. Your current is column matrix. That is equal to voltage. V is equal to I into R. Now what is the diagonal elements first? This one, first element
5.
2 plus 3. Diagonal elements are always positive. In the second loop,
4 plus 3.
4 plus 3. Okay, we have written the diagonal elements. Now come to the common elements A1, 2. First loop and second loop, common element. What is the
3.
first common? What is it? 3. But see, I1 is in the downward direction. I2 is in the upward direction. Your I1 is, what do you get?
Minus.
Here also minus. Okay. This is 3 plus 2 is 5. This is 5. This will be 7. Okay. Now, what is the voltages in the first loop?
10.
Plus 10.
One is plus 10. Why plus 10 in the first loop?
2.
Some noise is coming. Okay. See, in the first loop, I1 direction you have to see. I1 is flowing from minus to plus, plus 10. I1 is flowing from plus to minus. Plus to minus means minus. Two voltages are there in the first loop. We have to see I1 direction. I1 is flowing from minus to plus, plus 10. I1 is flowing from plus to minus, minus. Now come to the second loop. How many voltages are there in the second loop?
1 voltage.
1
We
plus
have to see another loop.
Plus 2.
Plus 2. Okay. Now see here, Now this will be 8. 10 minus 2 is 8. Okay. Now I want I1 and I2. I1 is equal to delta 1 by delta. Where delta 1 is 8 minus 2 minus 3 7 divided by what is determinant of this?
26.
8 to 2, sir. Minus 2 not, sir.
Minus
8 to 2, sir. Up, sir.
8 plus 2.
Numerator.
numerator how much?
Plus 2, sir. 8
Math-
to 2 minus 3,
matrix is
7.
oh,
Plus
sir.
56 plus 6 divided by
26.
26. That is equal to 62 divided by 26. And I2 is equal to delta 2 by delta 5 minus 3 8 2 divided by 26 because delta is 26. Got denominator 10 plus 24 by 26 34 by 26 ampere. Okay, but in the problem what he is asking?
Current.
I.
Current I in the branch, in the middle branch. They don't want I1 and I2. They want only I. So now I will determine I. I is equal to, see I direction, upward direction. See I is in the upward direction. So I2 is also upward. That means I2 is positive. I and I2 are in the upward direction. But I and I1 are
Opposite.
same direction, opposite direction.
Opposite.
Here I is equal to, see I1 is in the upward direction, but I1 is in the downward direction. I1 and I are opposite. That's why I take minus I. But I and I2 are both in the upward direction. That's why plus I. Here I is the difference of these two currents. I is the difference of these two currents because I1 downward, I2 is the upward. Why I am taking I2 positive means I2 and I both are in the same. I2 and I are both in the same direction. But I1 and I are in the opposite direction. That's why I1 I am taking minus. Okay. Now I2 is 34 by 26 minus 62 by 26. What is the difference? 62 minus 34?
28, sir. Minus 28.
28. Okay. 28 by 26. Ampere. In decimal value, what is this? 28 by 26, 1 point.
1.07.
1.07. From next class onwards, you should have your calculators in your hand, scientific calculators, not ordinary calculators. Okay. In basic electrical exam, without calculator, don't go for the exam. Okay. Now, mesh analysis I raised. I got 1.07 ampere. Now I will go for the nodal analysis. Okay. Mesh analysis is completed. In the problem, he is asking us to determine current in this branch. Again, you draw the circuit. Again, draw the circuit. One more time. We'll verify it. We had to get same answer in nodal analysis also for the I value. Siding nodal analysis, draw the circuit. How many nodes are there?
One.
One.
One, sir. One.
Okay. Assume all the currents are leaving from the node point for determining node voltage. That is V1 minus 10 minus 0 by 2 plus V1 minus 2 by 3 plus V1 by 4. V1 minus 0 by 4. Ten by 2 is 5. 2 by 3 is 0.66. Determine V1.
Five point two four.
How much?
5.24.
5.24.
4.
Everybody is getting that? Okay.
5.24, sir.
Verify whether everybody is getting the same answer or not. 5.24 volts.
5.24, sir.
5.24. Okay. Now I don't want node volt. I want the current type. What is the current type?
Minus V1 by
0. This is moving upwards. 0 higher potential V1 there.
0
0 plus
2 plus
0 plus 2.
plus 2
minus V1 by
3.
3. That is 2 minus 5.66 divided by 3. How much?
Sir, it's 5.24, sir.
5
4
point?
2
sir.
4.
How much? 5 point?
So
Tell
the
me the
voltage is
5.24,
5.24,
sir.
sir.
5.24. I'm not getting what you are saying. Voltage value how much?
The V1 is 5.24
5.24.
into
The answer
5.66.
is 1.08.
2 minus V1 na sir.
Sorry. This
My
will be
value is 1.08.
1.08, sir. I
08.
0.08. Okay. See the answer. Only decimal value will vary because we have not taken the exact values here. Approximately the value is same. In mesh analysis and nodal analysis, you'll get approximately same value, minus 1.07 ampere. Okay. Decimal value, the negligible values. Because we have truncated this here 0.66. Otherwise, you can take 0.666. That's why I'm getting the difference here. 1.08 and 1.07. Okay, in this way, we will verify whether you use mesh analysis or nodal analysis, whatever it may be. You have to get the same answer, current value in that branch. In the problem, he is asking to determine current I in that particular branch. Okay. Tomorrow I will explain the next concept, that is current divide rule and voltage divide rule.